The first step is creating your first project. So let's take you to the project page. You will see that the project will fall under a specific client. For the sake of this demo, let's name our client as BeforeSunset and the project name as onboarding. Now go ahead and designate your favorite color to be associated with this specific project. Under this project, you can start creating by specific tasks. Let's begin by adding our first task to the roster. So, what is the first task you would like to add? Design, meetings, research, you name it. Once you're done with creating the project, designating the client, and adding specific tasks, it's time to designate whether our project will be billable or non-billable. If your project will not be billed to a client, you remain in the non-billable selection. However, if you are being paid or billing for this project, you can select billable and determine how you would like to bill for your project. The options here will include an hourly rate per project, per person, per task, or simply no predetermined hourly rate. If you're billing at a person hourly rate basis, you can go down to designate what the hourly rate of your teammates are going to be. If you've set the pay at a task hourly rate, you can scroll down to determine the billable tasks and designate their hourly rates. You can then set a budget for the project if there is an existing one and correlate it with total project fees or project hours. In line with your selection, you can enter the specific budget amount on the right. Once we've completed all these sections, we can go ahead and create the project, which will automatically take you to your project screen. This is where you will manage and survey all of your projects. Now, let's get to the time page. Once you've created a project, you can start creating time entries through our timer. Select the respective project and the respective task to start the timer. The timer will keep track of the duration of work hours committed to the specific task. You can pause the timer as you prefer. You can also manually enter time information if you've forgotten to turn on the timer for a task previously. Finally, you can add notes to your time entries for transparency, personal records, or to report to your supervisor. On the top left section of the time page, you will see that you can designate a weekly or daily view. If you would prefer, you can select a weekly view for bulk time entries. Now, let's move on with the Teams functionality. Go to the team page and invite a user to join you in BeforeSunset. Enter their work email address, designate them as an employee or a contractor, and invite them to collaborate. Once they're added, you can keep tabs on your teammates' progress from one screen. Now, let's get to the reports page. For periodic reporting, you can designate custom time intervals or receive weekly, monthly, quarterly, or annual reports. You can also access all time entries in bulk. This filtering allows you to view and manage your time entries seamlessly. Select the client for which you worked, the project you're working on, teammates you worked with, and the task you want to report on. You can select multiple tasks at once. Once the report is created, you can still edit your previous time entries as shown. This page will definitely make more sense once we have more time entries that we have worked on. The more you use BeforeSunset, the more elaborate the reporting system will become. After the report is ready for submission, you can export the report to your device with one click. Now, let's get to the My Feed page. Here, you get a holistic view of which tasks and projects are taking up the most time in order to optimize your time, commitment, and enhance your productivity. You can also track your distribution across days as well as commitment in line with capacity. Looking to manage a different account? Go to the user menu to access your profile, account settings, and more. Under Manage, you can continue to add new clients and tasks. You can also enter BeforeSunset through multiple accounts and switch accounts as you prefer.